Hey guys, welcome to this video. My name is John Watts. I'm a consumer protection lawyer. And I want to talk with you today about sort of a mental model that we use to help clients, to help credit repair organizations, to help lawyers, anybody who is coming to us saying, hey, I think I may have an FDCPA case, a Fair Debt Collection Practices Act case, or I've got an FCRA case, Fair Credit Reporting Act case against a furnisher, against credit bureaus. And ultimately, it comes down to, we say, well, we need to be able to document whether or not you have a case. So let's see what you have. Here's the way to do it. We say, let's look at the before, during, and after. And let me illustrate it this way. So if we're talking about an FDCPA case, we want to know, well, what happened? What started this whole process? Did you get a collection call, a letter, a collection lawsuit? Was there credit reporting by a debt collector? Something happened, okay, where you first realize, wow, there is a collector that's entered into my world. Now, if we're talking about the Fair Credit Reporting Act, it's almost always the credit reports. So you saw, whether you're a consumer, whether you're a lawyer and you've got a potential client to refer, or whether you're a credit repair organization and you're helping out your customers, you saw credit reports and you saw errors or missing information on there. So all of this is the before, okay? This is nothing's been done, no action's been taken. This is what lets you know something is not right. Dealing with this collector, dealing with this credit bureau, whoever it may be. Well, what's the during part? Well, the FDCPA, it would be, well, what did you do after you found out that they entered your world? Did you contact them? Did you send them a dispute letter, a request for information letter, refuse to pay letter? And if you're not familiar with those terms, we did a recent masterclass webinar on this. Just let me know, and I'll be glad to send you the replay and the documents that we shared there. Or maybe you did dispute with the credit bureaus. Maybe you saw that this debt collector was on your credit report. So again, the before is something happened. And the during is, well, what did you do about it? Now, if we're talking about the Fair Credit Reporting Act, it would be your dispute letter to the credit bureaus. Maybe you did an online dispute. It would be proof that your dispute was received. Okay, so again, before is your world has changed because something has happened. The during phase is, what did you do about it? Now, what's the after? Well, the after is, what happened? For the FDCPA, what's current status? Did debt collector go away? Did they add more to what they claim you owe? Did they update your credit report? You know, if you sent a refuse to pay letter, which is the same thing as a cease and desist letter, did they call you? Did they write you? What did they do? Well, with Fair Credit Reporting Act, remember the dispute part, or the during part, is our dispute. Well, the after would be, what are the results of investigation? That's where Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, whoever you dispute it to, they write to you and say, we've concluded our investigation. Here are the results. We're keeping the account, we're deleting the account, or we're updating the account. And then I always like to get brand new credit reports from annualcreditreport.com. Those are your real credit reports. They're not credit monitoring, which has its benefit, but it's not your real reports. Okay. So pull Equifax, Experian, TransUnion from annualcreditreport.com through April of 2022. You can do that for free every 7 days for each one of those. So it's amazing. So let me just show you this very simple illustration. You know, before, during, and after. Think of it like you're watching a show on HGTV, you know, where they're renovating a house. Well, they always show you the before picture. Like, this is how we found the house. Maybe we inherited the house. Maybe we bought it, whatever. This is how we found it. Well, what happens in the during phase? Well, that's kind of the bulk of the show, right? That's where they're getting out the hammer and knocking down walls. They're ripping up carpet and you know, throwing tons of stuff away out of the basement. I mean, whatever it is they're doing, okay? Putting in new flooring, putting in a new bathroom, a new kitchen, whatever. Well, what's the after? Well, that's where they do the reveal. right? And the whatever it is, the curtain or the big things that block your vision, and they move those out of the way, and now you're like, oh, this is what it looks like. Or they bring the person in, their eyes are closed, they open their eyes, and now this is their new house. And it's the same thing with us. If I'm looking at, all right, is there a case that I can file against a debt collector? I want to know, well, how did you sort of make contact with this debt collector? How did they enter your world? Then what did you do about that? Now, you don't always have to do anything. I mean, sometimes the debt collector, their first contact with you, that violates the law. There is nothing more to do. But oftentimes we do something. Maybe we call them, we write them, we do something. And then what's happening now? Again, it's really, really clear with credit reporting. We always do a dispute through the credit bureaus. And then, that's prompted by that original credit report that we saw. So that's the before, the during is the dispute, and the after is, well, what happened? What are the results? And then we can look at that and say, okay, everything was fixed. There's nothing for us to do. Great. Or, we need to do another dispute. Or, hey, we need to file suit. And so hopefully this helps you just to sort of keep it organized in your mind to say, all right, if I am thinking I might have a lawsuit or I want to talk to a lawyer about it, just have that before, during, and after. Here's what it was like before. Here's what I did in response to that. Now here's the current situation. Here's what the collector, the credit card company, the bureau, whatever, is doing after I took some steps or some action. So hopefully that's helpful to you. And if you have any questions or comments, just put those below and I'll be glad to answer those as soon as I can. Okay, guys, have a good one. Bye-bye.